way out of that one. But International, even though Execration gets the better of Edward in the bottom side, it's the response by them. We take the top side, you guys can take the bottom side. Execration right now just trading objectives as well. It is a 1 for 2, 2 turrets for Blacklist.
Yep. Looking into another rotation coming from Execution right now. They don't want to, they don't want to let Blacklist International control all the map here. Okay, they have to work. They have to play better here. Execution, they have to pay attention with all of the trap they're coming from this DB and also the Kupo and Kupa.
Oh, the flavor shot almost connected.
I don't think it would have done enough damage anyways, but a nice try there by Kelra to try to steal that away. Honestly, this guy has been making crazy plays. I wouldn't even be surprised if that connected and that got stolen by Execration.
But we can see the 4-man rotation coming from Execration, meaning they want to fight here.
This means that the thing is, when you go for the hard commits like this, you need to instantly just go for it. Because if not, again, look at Blacklist. They are constantly being a nuisance in the side lanes, pushing the lane all the way to the tier 2. And look at this, even Edward just winning a 1v1 trade right now on Terenzio, forcing him to use a split as Blacklist are already waiting for that split to run out. This is what I was talking about by Blacklist. They are so smart. They rotate and they do not overcommit with Windstorm now all the way. It will be Uncle Oheb taken down there as...
But Blacklist International coming from the backline trying to chase someone here from Execution, but they won't find anyone.
Yeah, I wanted to say Uncle Isan, but I realized it was Oheb, so I said Uncle Oheb. He's not even an uncle. He's 16 years old, dude. But yes, Execration right now. Oh, it was an Athena being built by the Blacklist International team. Did you see who it went on?
Renzio built Athena for the side of Execration indeed. But again, from the compositions here, Momo, and as well as Miracle, both teams would love to enter that late game. They are not afraid. They would, especially from the side of Execration, having 4 magic damage dealers. They are strong at the high ground. They have Farsa. They also have Renzio, who can just zone out or locked into a lock one hero from the side of Blacklist, guys.
Yep, but Execration, they are so strong with the CC that they have. Fail with that Windstorm here. Blue as well with the split. And I can say maybe Benedetta with the slow effect they're coming from that ultimate, the final blow. Yeah, Execration, they are winning of a lot of CC from their composition, but Blacklist International, like we know that they are moving around the map, okay? They didn't give a chance as well for Execration to control back the map here. And this is what Blacklist International, they have to do it consistently.
You're right. It is going to be a very, very hard match for all these teams. As if you can see right here, it is Blacklist International with the technical pause, probably because of a connection issue. But as of this moment, how is the game going, Agani? Give me some insights to this game.
The thing is, I think as of right now, Miracle here, Blacklist controls more objectives and turrets and have more space. Execration, they are looking for a fight, but Blacklist seems to be aware of that and they just disengage immediately.
You're right, and now the final blow being used by HealPG to just clear the wave as Renzio joins in. Remember, this glue has picked up an Athena, so very, very tanky, especially against Oheb, Isan, and yeah, just Oheb and Isan.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is Blacklist, they know when to fight and when to stretch the map, guys. Execration wants to fight, okay, let me just stretch the map, said Blacklist.
Yep, even though they are in the winning condition right now, in the winning side, Blacklist International, they didn't want to rusting, okay? They don't rusting, they really wait for the perfect timing here. And look at Oh My Venus with the Kupa. They are slowly but sure trying to take that middle turret here.
Yeah, they're very good at sieging the turrets down. This is what Blacklist composition has going for them, right? They have to play with the side lanes, with the strong side lanes in the Lunox and Edward on Apakito. But now Isan is quite in a bad situation right now. But remember, he still has the time journey to get away, so he is not in much trouble right now. But it was going to be a Renzio going in with the Holy Baptism as well to follow it up. The time journey has been popped. It is maybe just that they needed for Execration, using the engage to get the time journey and instantly backing away so that they can have a chance here in the fight by CCing Wise and Oheb.
Yes, as the Lord already spawned as well. Look at that, Edward is making some space for Blacklist International, and Renzio, he doesn't have a lot of option as well. He needs to covering that turret in the mid lane.
Oh, but Windstorm has been used onto Wise. That'll be Isan actually taken very, very low as HealPG gets stunned. Now look at Oheb to the backside, going on to Kelra, taking a double kill as Edward just zones Chaknu away. Oheb is insane.
Wow, 11 level right now for Oheb. Look at that with his Lunox. With only the brilliance of order, guys. It's not the Chaos Assault, okay?
Yeah, the thing is, Blacklist read the situation well. They know that they are aware where the damage dealers are, and they just basically go dive and hard engage. And two man down, man.
Welcome to the Ube.
And Kelra.
Welcome to the Ube, guys. The
Welcome
ultimate
to the
bonding
Ube.
experience. It is just Blacklist International controlling the game. Even though not many kills on the board, they have been able to secure every single objective in this game when it comes to neutral objectives and the turrets more efficiently than their Filipino brothers, Execration.
Yeah, we are seeing a lot of skirmishes, a lot of poke damage from both of the teams, but Blacklist International, they are still able to just, secure. And the orange buff, Eric.
No, what? How is he level 15? Edward just one-shots Benedetta right there, as Renzio will be able to get away. But what I wanted to mention is, how is Wise level 15 on Brody at 10 minutes? This guy is crazy. Look at Benedetta. He is 3 levels behind of him right now. And they're just completely just poking. Turnip on memory, almost bursting everyone by the side of Execration. And Edward, Blacklist in general right now. Everyone so good in the lanes, getting picked up all over the map. And they're going to be able to get this turret down as the Lord pushes to the bottom side. Edward goes again. Oh my god. He goes for a kill. Kero's next, but he still be able to run away as Wise gets a kill onto Renzio. Now, Kill VJ trying to run away with a final blow all the way there, but Edward again clearing the waves, doing damage. E2 Max trying his best, but it will be game number 1 for Blacklist International. What?
My god.
Oh my god, guys. We mentioned earlier that Execration perhaps is the only team that can compete against Blacklist, but even now, it is a one-sided. It is one-sided.
It is one-sided, and Execration here, guys. They couldn't find the answer entering the early game. Of course, things were even, but team fights after team fights, they couldn't bounce back. They couldn't find, they don't know how to stretch the floor. They don't know how to basically win a team fight. Meanwhile, from the side of Blacklist, they just know the timing. They just know the perfect execution.
Yeah, we didn't see a lot of team fight just now in the first game between Blacklist International and also Execration. But, Blacklist, they control the map extremely well here. And Execration, they cannot make a turn back moment here for them.
They didn't just control the map, they controlled the entire game. The team fights, the lane pressure, every single thing went perfectly for the side of Blacklist, Momo.
Yeah, in the last team fight for Execration, unluckily, Kelra, he didn't have that feather ice track. So the high ground is pretty weak for Execration and Blacklist. They're just straight away want to finish the first game of our best of 7 series here.
Edward.
Edward. Well, no, Edward. Yeah,
I
again.
just wanted to say Edward because he's so crazy. Right?
He used the flicker to go in.
Yeah,
exactly.
I thought he was just able. He's just zoning him away. All right, cool. Then he flickers in for the final kill, and I was pretty surprised. I didn't expect that. I thought he was just going to go back to his team, play it safe.
Yeah.
But no, he got a big balut.
Astounding play as well. But here's my take, okay? Here's the thing. I think Blacklist, they know how to misdirect their opponents. They know when it seems like they want to fight in the mid lane, but they just want to buy time for the side laners to push split. They just want to stretch the floor. Meanwhile, Execration, seeing that probably they want to fight, but seeing the side laners pushing objectives, then they have to disengage. That just creates more time. That just basically they were out-rotated here, guys.
They were out-rotated. They were out-microed as well. The mechanics in the early game played a huge factor into getting the lead in the early game, right? Edward was able to win his lane. Oheb was able to win his lane. In the mid lane, we have Venus and Wise tearing it up with obviously the help of Uncle Isan. So many crazy micro plays from Blacklist International and the macro plays as well. It seems so dominant from the get-go when we saw it was 2-2 in the first 5 minutes, but 2,000 gold lead for Blacklist. So even though they didn't get any kill leads, right? It was still 2-2. They got their leads from just pure lane management, and that is so scary. Getting the lead based on only minions, a 2,000 lead, mind you, not just any kind of lead. 2,000 gold lead for Blacklist in the first 5 minutes with no kills on the board.
Exactly right. Blacklist International with the same strategy with this Diggy. It's only some idea, okay? Maybe we didn't see a Diggy feeder strategy for Blacklist International, but it works perfectly for giving a lot of space, okay? Give a lot of time as well for Wise. Maybe you kind of wondering why
level 15.
Level 15 in the first 10 minutes.
What?
Amazing.
Brody, I'm sorry, man, but
He
Brody
got
is
a lot of
supposed to be a late
space.
game marksman, all right? He's not an early game marksman who can farm all that way and get. Usually, when you see that kind of farming, you see it from Yisun Shin,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
He gets level 15 at the 11th minute, at the 12th minute. This guy, he's playing Brody and he's getting level 15 at the 10th minute.
Yeah.
What in the world is that? But
And
oh my god.
Execration, even though they have a lot of CC, like I said
Yes.
earlier, but they are lacking in the damage output as well, guys. They only have this Benedetta. They only maybe relying on Farsha as well. In our 11 minutes, almost
Exactly.
12 minutes, Goni.
Exactly, only 12 minutes basically, 9-4 for the side of Blacklist. A textbook game. Again, they just know how to execute it, and clearly, Execration were too behind on that rotation, on that objective, and yeah, they were out macroed here. But again, from the side of Blacklist here, Mirko, Momo, I mean, Oheb plays amazingly on this Lunox, and of course, Oh My Venus and as well as Isan covering Brody up. They know when to cover, giving Brody the space to farm, and yeah, there you go.
Even
Yeah.
it's not All My Venus who played this Diggy,
Yeah.
but Uncle Isan, wow, he showed us that his Diggy is maybe almost as same as All My Venus.
Yeah. you're
Yesterday,
absolutely
yeah,
right.
yesterday they picked this Diggy when they against EVOS Legends, and it still works perfectly for them, even though into the grand final.
Yeah,
And
even
this is-
to
yeah.
the grand finals. I think Blacklist International, they're just so...
Ahead.
They're not... You
They're
said
next
earlier,
level.
they're better in the macro game. They're better in the micro game. But not just that, Gani. They are like 10 steps ahead. Not just 2 steps ahead. They are 10 steps ahead. As we can see, even here, Wise with his GPM, with the damage dealt, and Isan would take... The total assist was only 5. That game was only a 13 kill game,
Exactly,
Ronnie.
only-
13 kill game in 11 minutes.
Wow. Like I said, it was textbook for the side of Blacklist. But yeah, Wise taking the rich guy and the carry category here, Momo-chan. I mean, I don't know what to say. Popol and Koopa and of course Diggy give the enough space to Wise just to, like Mirko said, getting level 15 at the 10th minute as well.
They zoned the opponent, okay? They
Yeah.
didn't give a chance for Execration to move forward, even poke Wise. Not a chance, man. Not a single
Wise,
chance.
when you try to poke Wise, you're not just going against Wise. Venus just pops right in. He's like, hey, what are you doing, man?
And then suddenly Paquito came as well.
And Paquito comes, and then your whole team just disappears. And then you cry because you can't do anything. And,
And this
Wise will pick up this MVP brought to you by Smart
MVP.
5G with a 2-0 and 3 KDA. 5.0 KDA in an 11-minute game with level 15 at 10 minutes. I think it doesn't get any more dominant than that. That's what makes them so scary. They don't need kills to win the game. They don't need team
They
fights
just
to win
have
the
to
game.
control the map.
They simply will just outsmart you in every
Yeah.
way possible, and even in the itemization, look at him. He only has that Bloodlust Axe, Gani.
Exactly. He
Yes.
popularized this basically, Bloodlust Axe for Brody, and suddenly the jungler for Brody here, Momo. What were you about to? What were you going to say?
Yeah, Bloodlust, exactly. That's the thing. That's the item that all of the Brody have to. Okay, they have
Yes.
they
Yes.
have to complete this item because with the Turnip memory, okay, it will give a lot of, maybe I can say, regeneration HP. So that's why I make this Brody looks pretty strong in the team fight, in the skirmish, maybe I
Yeah.
can say, because we didn't see a lot of team
Like,
fight for both of the teams.
The thing is, Brute Force and Bloodlust Axe and Diggy and Popol right beside you. Who can touch this guy? Who can touch it? Okay, you can poke him, but every team, all 4 members, if not, comes in, join to cover Wise.
Yep.
Yeah, everyone came in to join Wise, and this is why the Matilda is so scary, right? Because they're so coordinated, and Matilda obviously loves the coordinated teams. If you go in with the Circling Eagle at the right time with your team, it is disgusting. If you help your team to get out with your dash, it is disgusting. So many crazy picks from Blacklist International. I don't know. Honestly, at this point, I don't know what Coach Pakbet can do in terms of the draft. Coach Bonchan and the players of Blacklist, they have such a huge hero pool and such a diverse strategy, right? They have so many different strategies. Even here, where we thought that Execration had the better draft, me and you.
Yeah.
Momo actually won that one, but we won't talk about that.
What?
Because even when we thought Execration had the better draft, Blacklist International played it extremely well, executing their game plan
It was textbook basically.
I'll have to say perfectly.
This
I'll
is
have to say
why
perfectly.
this is why I like the second damage deal coming
Yeah.
from the team. Okay,
Mhm.
even though they have to lose Wise in the team fight, they still have Lunox. Okay,
Yes.
or have made a good even a huge play as well for Blacklist International, and not even Digi, not even Popol Kupa, all of them performed really well.
Yeah,
They created a lot of space as well for Wise.
Exactly. The thing is, with Bale and as well as Farsa in the opposing team, it seems like they have a strong high ground. But what? It was a 12-minute game. There
Yeah.
was nothing.
Correction, 11 minutes and 50 seconds.
Sure, 11 and 50, 12
Yes,
minutes,
12
whatever.
minutes.
But again, it was. They seem they have a
Yeah.
strong high ground.
Yep.
But to penetrate 3 innovators or probably 1 or 2. It seems effortless from the side of Blacklist here, guys.
Yep, and plus,
Oh.
like Albert's analyst just now, Blacklist International, they just control the map. They try to make space as well for the sideliner, keep pushing, and gather a lot of objective here. They took a lot of they shut down that inhibited the turrets in the top lane and the bottom lane,
Yes.
right? But it makes Execration's glue
Yeah.
cannot do much as well.
Yeah.
He didn't have a lot of option here. He didn't have a lot of choices. He need to protect. He need to cover that objective. But the problem is Blacklist International. Their strategy is just too smart, man.
The thing is, the strategy doesn't only rely on one specific composition. We've seen in the regular season of MPLPH and also in the playoffs that they like to play the Aldous, Estes, and Rafaela. But even if you ban that away, like we saw just now against Execration, it won't even matter. We still have the Brody. You ban out the Brody, oh, we still have the Bruno. You ban out the Bruno, we'll have something else in store for you, all right?
Yep.
Anything you ban, anything you try to get from us,
Yeah.
we will still be 15 steps ahead of you.
Basically, you need 15 bans to.
No, you don't need 15 bans. I think that's too little as well. I
Oh,
think
too
that's
little.
too
Okay.
less. I
Too
think
less.
you need to be able to ban the players
Okay.
from playing in MSC, and if that happens, I think Execration can get a dub here. But you know, we never know. Gani is getting pissed.
Whoa, guys. We gotta reset. We gotta chill here.
We gotta reset, we gotta chill, because that is the mental stage for the players as well. Execration will ban out the Popol, Estes, and Aldous. But for you guys back at home, hashtag Exashot for Execration, and hashtag break the code if you are on the blacklist team side here. Support your teams, obviously, guys. We are still expecting a lot here from Execration, as this team was the only team to take blacklist
Still
to
the same bans
full
from both.
7 games, but still the same bans except for the Popo and Koopa.
Yeah.
That one actually changed by Execration, but from blacklist, same. Oh no, it's not the same. Matilda is open and will be picked up by Execration, taking it away from the side of Blacklist International and Venus.
Yeah, absolutely right here. Momo, what are your thoughts on the second
I
pick?
think Lunox.
Lunox
still-
and Benedetta,
Yep.
guys.
Lunox and Benedetta are a good option for Blacklist International.
I think it is going to be the pick for Blacklist International right now. They still have, what do they have? The Digi is still open if Venus decides to play. We also have, yeah, like you said, the Benedetta. I think they're just going to pick up the Benedetta for Edward. We've seen how
Edward.
effective he is on this hero, and I want to see more of it.
Or maybe Paquito.
Paquito. Yes, maybe we'll see the Paquito. But for this, it will be the Rafaela. I mentioned
okay.
Rafaela, and it will be picked up again for Uncle Isan. He played Rafaela 6 times,
Okay.
including the game just now. And guess what his win rate is? You don't need to, because you know they haven't dropped a single game. 100%, guys.
100%.
Everything they pick is still at 100% because they haven't lost a single game.
Yep, that's true.
Well, you see, we are now waiting for the pick from Execration here. Again, Benedetta is still open, and perhaps that glue is also up for grabs.
Yep, but it's gonna be
Oh.
Brody. Wow, Execration.
So they're switching picks, and they're
Okay.
literally switching picks, except for the Lunox right here. Blacklist International taking the Rafaela away from Chaknu, who played it earlier. Now, it is on the hands of Isan, who still has 100% like I mentioned earlier, and the Brody being picked up by Kill VJ. Now, Brody for Kill VJ. This is something we haven't seen.
From Kill VG. I think they're just basically taking what they can get here. Learning from game number 1, Brody is trouble, guys.
What do you think, though? He's debuting on the Brody here in the MSC stage with a hero he's not really been comfortable with back even in the regular season of FPLPH.
Perhaps they've been practicing, but of course in this tournament, this will become the debut. But Blacklist responds with Benedetta for their last pick in the first phase.
Yes, Edward has been extremely good on his Benedetta. We've seen so many times this comfort hero for Edward. Every time you give him the Paquito or the Benedetta, he's been able to perform like crazy, like a god actually here in MSC 2021. But now for the bans in the second phase of the drafting, Blacklist with Coach Bonchan, what will they decide to ban away in this moment, Momo-chan?
Glue, maybe?
Blue.
Yep. Or...
I think Renzio will play the Paquito actually. I don't think that'll go to the gold lane, so I think Glue is already out of the question as Claude will be the ban here. Just trying to get that away from Kelra. I think the next ban might be a Hereth ban. If it does go to the Hereth ban, that is complete respect for Kelra, but if it doesn't, it will be more respect towards Chapnu because he still is waiting for a pick. Or this Paquito might go as a tank like we saw LJ.
I don't know about Paquito tank, man, honestly. Questionable. Okay, it seems good in the early game, but entering mid-game towards late game, it seems the room, you're right, room for,
even in the early game, Gandhi, I don't even think it does as much as it did before because of the current nerfs that destroyed his base damage in the early game. I don't think he is even a good pick if you try to say early game. I think he's just a bad pick for a tank.
Okay. Well, that is your take, but right now, Execration responding here with a Diggy ban and as well as Grok ban here, Momo-chan.
Yeah, Grok ban. I thought that it's gonna be another assassin for Kill Fiji, but yeah, they just, like Mirko said earlier, okay, they want to respect this Chapnu.
Ooh, Bruno being banned away. So this is exactly what he said. You banned the Aldous, we picked the Brody. You banned the Brody, we picked the Bruno. You banned the Bruno, we haven't seen it yet, but now it is time for Wise to show what he has here. He has played the Yisun Shin and the Granger as well, so it might just be one of those. I think the Granger will suit him better, especially with the help of Rafaela here in the early game.
Yeah, they're looking for a front-to-back composition somehow, and Execration it's still with a front-to-back as well, composition as well here, Momo.
Yeah, Yisun Shin is a good option as well for Blacklist International, but I agree with Mirko just now by trying to pick Ranger here. It will be great for Blacklist because they need to shut down that Matilda in the backline or probably another backliner for Execration here.
But he doesn't care. We say the Granger is better? No. Coach Bonchan says no. No, I'll show you the Yisun Shin of Wise.
It's gonna be,
Another perhaps one of the utility is Yisun Shin is likes to dive with that traceless skill. So with Benedetta and Lunox diving in, it's going to be huge damage output from the side of Blacklist.
What is it? But it is less early game pressure from the side of Blacklist, so they won't be able to control the game as hard as they would have if they did go for the Granger pick, which has better clearing and just more damage in the early game. So for Execration, they might now they see a kind of a small mistake by Blacklist by picking the Yisun Shin. Maybe they'll go for the early game themselves with the final picks. Perhaps the Kufra for Chapnu and for Kelra, a Kagura and Eudora.
Okay, so...
Okay. Who's gonna play the Kagura? Wait.
Gold lane, Kagura, Matilda, and as well as Eudora will become the mid laner and roamer. And
it's Glue Tank.
Or for Blacklist.
Yeah, it's Glue Tank actually for Blacklist. And wow. All right, I'll get to the predictions. Let's start with you, Momo-chan. Based on the drafts, who do you like more?
I think I will still rooting for Blacklist International here.
Actually, in the second game, I'll have to agree with her here. I really like that Glue pick as a tank. Ever since it's been released, I wanted to see Glue more of as a tank than as an XP laner. So far, it has been picked more towards the XP lane. And now we will get to see its true potential on the hands of Uncle Isan and for you, Gandhi.
Honestly, you guys, I gotta be the lone wolf here. I gotta side with Execration and yeah, 2-1, guys.
2-1. It will be the battle of the Filipino brothers here as we enter game number 2. Will it be another game picked up by Blacklist, or will Execration prove them wrong here in game number 2? Are you guys ready? Hashtag break the code and hashtag XAShot in the comment section down below for the Filipinos. Vote and support your team in the comments, guys. Let's go.
Yep, let's go. Look at that Kagura as a gold XP laner here for this Kagura. And yep, I really like Blacklist International because they are more into the late game composition here. Even though maybe they will have a hard time as well with this Eudora and also the Kagura. I think if Blacklist International, they can try to drag this game into the late game, they still can make a good game as well for the second game.
Yeah, looking at the compositions from Execration, they need to maximize their potential in the early game with that Eudora and as well as Matilda pick.
Yeah, and I'm still waiting for Edward Benedetta performing really well, maybe for this next game.
Yeah, you're right. And now already Chaknu playing this Matilda. Actually, this is the first time we'll see Chaknu playing this Matilda. You usually see him with the more traditional tanks, maybe even the more flashier tanks, as Oheb and Oh My Venus coming to support his jungler here. As I said, you poke Wise a little bit, and two members come flying to him.
Exactly.
It's just protect the Wise right here in Blacklist International, because Wise, he likes to play so nice. It's so nice for Wise. You know, he's able to just clear the waves. Don't have to wonder about anything, as Venus and Isan will be there to support him.
Yeah, but look at the stun coming from that Eudora with the Fork Lightning. Won't do much, but
the Chakra was popped there for Wise, and that was a lot of damage actually going to make the side.
Even cutting the minion in the top lane here, trying to make some space as well to let the minion just trying to maybe get the turrets pretty fast for Blacklist International.
Yes, the Blacklist International team has already started this turtle, who we saw the turtle camp there by Razor. Now Venus is the target. Kill VJ will just go in, and Turnip memory will be able to get Venus down. It will be a kill back for Edward though. He's going on to E2 Max joining in, but Isan on the other side though. It will be Wise picking up a kill. No, Oheb is the one who picks up the kill. It will be a 2-for-1 as Blacklist International, 1-for-1 as Blacklist International picks up the turtle.
Yep, but Isan, look at that. Ooh, he's still trying so hard to just give a poke damage here. But look at that. They are forcing Oheb to use that Brilliant of Order.
You're right, and the Mountain Chakra being popped to see where everyone is on the map as Execration has rotated to the top side. Now Chakra joins in, E2 Max going for the stun, but look at the damage coming in. Oheb will be bursted down, but look at the turnaround. Venus looks for more. Flame Shot will be able to get that kill. They're going on to Venus, and Venus will be slain as well. A 2-for-0 trade as Blacklist International will be able to at least take the orange buff in the bottom side.
Yeah, this is what I'm expecting from Execration. They came with a strong early composition with this Eudora and the combo from the Yin Yang Overturn from that Kelra.
Yep.
And now let's take a look at the items, Gani. What do you think right now?
Brody immediately goes for that POD. I think it's quite a gamble here because I think if you want to play it safe, Brody just use equip Brute Force first.
You're right. Brute Force is the thing, but oh my god, Kelra. Happy Feet, Wombo combo, is just able to dodge the Holy Baptism away so easily as Chaknu goes in for a chunk at Venus, but it is Venus using the Holy Healing to get away from that one, and Wise still with a 1-level lead over Kill VJ.
Yes, and Blacklist International, even though they lose a lot of points just now, but the problem is they still can give a lot of space as well for Wise to just kill his item, and look at that, still at level 7. For the jungler of Blacklist International,
but
they just need to wait for the perfect timing to come back.
Yes, an Execration right now, even with that kill lead, they have only a 200 gold lead right now. 2 kills to their name and only a 200 gold lead as Blacklist International will be the one starting this up. Chakru now goes in with the Circling Eagle onto Wise. Wise gets knocked up, but there's no follow right there. E2 Max trying to do build damage, but Wise gets a stun. He gets away. The Flame Shot snipes him down. Edward gets another kill in return. It looks like Renzio gonna get a knockout strike on 2 members as Chaknu runs away. Another 2-for-1 trade for the side of Blacklist International, and the turtle was slain by Wise.
Yeah.
Wow, Blacklist International, they secured the turtle here and they even shut down 2 members of Execration, and it's maybe a lot of disadvantage as well for Execration by the team fight that happened in the turtle pit just now.
Yeah, and again, it's just Blacklist International ahead of everything. They know when to go for these fights. They know how to position themselves for the turtle fights, and Blacklist, the more coordinated team as of this moment in the 5th minute. But again, this is not where Execration finds its strength. Usually Execration, they bring it to the late game where they will find the better team fights in the end.
Yep, the Fork Lightning magic power from his Yin Yang Overturn.
Yes, and Blacklist International will not be able to contest this one. Is it the first time actually where Execration has gotten the 2 turtles start? Blacklist International, remember, has not dropped the game, so it might be a bad mentality for them if they do lose a game. Gareth, we take a look at the items right now.
Oh, but Brody, he juked me, man. He juked me. He secured that brute force first. Meanwhile, Yisun Shin building that BOD, guys.
Do you think it's right to build a BOD first item on
Yi
Shin,
Shin,
or do you think
it's worth it for Yi Shin? Yes.
no? Do you
building
think
that-
it might be better for him to get the Endless Battle for the extra 2 damage?
Yeah, I think. Well, then again, it's a gamble, guys. I mean, yeah. The current
Right.
situation, I think, from earlier
Oh
situation.
no, Circle Eagle once again onto Venus. The Holy Baptism doesn't connect as Chaknu will be able to chunk Wise down. And look at that, Isan bringing Renzio back to the fight, but there is no follow-up whatsoever. Blacklist will have to be forced to back away from this when the stun comes in. Isan gets bursted down, torn apart. Memory again, killing spree for Keel VJ. Here in the 9th minute of the game, Edward is trying his best to clear the ways on the side, but it is just Execration taking the fight to Blacklist.
Yes, unfortunately, there's no follow-up coming from Blacklist International, and even they have to lose Uncle Isan.
Yeah, I thought, okay, imagine how, I thought, I should have known better, alright? With the Brute Force, no BOD completed, I thought he would still be able to do a lot of damage, but yeah, it doesn't look like much there. And it will just be Venus running away from that one. Whoa,
Whoa.
He realized that actually he was there, okay?
What was that? That was so fast, dude. What? Filipino pro players, man, they're so fast.
That's a flicker wasted, guys.
That's a flicker wasted, but it's cool. I mean, it's entertainment for the people back at home.
That's really, yeah, a fast hand coming from this Paquito. And E2 Max, he already secured his Divine Glyph, Albert.
Exactly, Divine Glaive, more penetration.
Yep.
Exactly.
The Athena Seal maybe one
Well,
giving a lot of
nullify,
impact as
basically.
well, yeah.
Exactly, nullifying that Athena. But again, Blacklist or Wise here is not having a good game with a stat of 0-3 in 11 minutes, of course, as a Yi Shin player. It's not good, guys.
Yes.
It is definitely not good, Gani, as Kill VJ will be the one starting up this Lord. Unfortunately, has to reset it as Isan has vision entirely of this. Wise will recall to reset his buffs, to reset his resources as he comes back to the fight. There are all ultimates ready, except for the Mountain Chakra right now. It still can be anyone's game, as Execration only has a 3,000 gold lead.
Yep, 3,000 ahead for Blacklist International. Now, Execration, they are dominating.
Oh my
look
God.
at Wise!
Look at that!
Kelra gets
holy
a 1v1 with the Yin
Solo.
Yang overturn with the
Solo
help
kill.
of the Flame Shot. Execration gets
Oh my
another
God.
kill onto Ohem.
This is
Edward
nightmare.
trying to run away with the final blow, but the
But the
big kill
stun?
VJ comes in with a stun, with the final auto attack,
Ooh,
and a
little
torn
memory.
apart Memory will not be able to get him, but that is already all she
Now-
wrote. 2-0 for Execration.
Wow, now look at that. Execration, they are trying to get this inhibitor turn in the mid lane. Edward tries so hard to clear the minion with the Phantom Slash, and Ethan with the split trying to catch Renzio here. But it will just take some time for them. Meanwhile, Execration, they secure
my
that
God.
inhibitor turret. Meanwhile, no one shut down this kill VG at the backline.
Isan forced to flicker as well, Momo-chan. It is just Execration dominating this game, Gani.
Oham
Your
coming back.
team.
Yep.
And they
look
go
at
get
that.
onto Ohem.
Whoa,
Turn
they're
away
going
Eagle.
back.
Now Ohem doesn't have anything there. He gets stunned up. He gets slain.
so
It'll be
bad.
Venus trying to run away, but it will be a lot of damage right there. Wise will be able to stun him up as Renzio goes for the knockout strike. Isan taken down. A
the
double kill
face.
picks up by Renzio. Going for Wise. It's a triple kill for Renzio. We are getting game number 2 as Venus will be taken down. Execration with a beautiful performance here in the second game.
Wow.
Execration, guys.
They're coming back in the
They're
second
coming back.
game with a good composition draft, I can say, with all of the CC they're coming from that slow effect from the beginning of the turn.
Wow.
The first team,
Eldora.
guys. The first team
Yep.
to take off a point of a game from
Oh,
the side
yeah.
of Blacklist. Wow.
Blacklist International. They're 100% win rate, finally.
Exactly.
100% game rate.
Game
has
rate.
finally
Yeah, game
brother.
rate.
been shut down here as Execration will finally get a game off of them. This is the competition. Blacklist International and Execration, they're both the top teams here in MSC 2021, and now we see why.
Yeah.
Usually, Evo's Legends got 3-0 yesterday, and Evo's Legends got 3-1 by Execration today. We will
Yeah.
see now in the finals as the Filipino Civil War gets to all new levels of tension.
Wow, amazing. What a performance coming from Execration with this Eudora and also Kagure. This is
Yeah.
what I already expected, because Blacklist International, they will have a hard time. Okay,
Yeah.
they cannot handle the CC coming from this Eudora.